Hello guys and welcome back into another episode of Discovery Tours from the Assassin's Creed Origins. And I do imagine we'll be looking at it right here, this pyramid. It's gonna be our next object. Let's have a look what it is and where it actually is. I'm not sure right now. We're gonna find out. Of the Middle Kingdom. Okay, so that's probably a different
Three
location than
things
the
are
Memphis
necessary
before.
when exploring Egypt: water, a good camera, and an omnipresent voice coming from nowhere.
Cool, let's start it. Let's have a look.
Welcome to Pyramids of the Middle Kingdom. During the Middle Kingdom era, the powerful rulers of the 12th dynasty resumed the tradition of elaborate pyramidal tombs. For example, Amenemhat I built a funerary complex in Lisht, and Senusret II selected the Elahun site in the Fayum. Amenemhat II and Sesostris III, however, cast their favor towards Dashur. Amenemhat III built a pyramid there as well before moving to Hawara in the Fayum.
Okay, so just by looking at it, seems to be one of the smaller ones, I guess. Not sure how. I would guess it at 50, 60, at very best probably 70 meters tall. Which is still decent sign. I'm not judging or hating on it. But so far we've probably seen taller ones.
The plundering of tombs in troubled times prompted the architects of the Middle Kingdom to devise increasingly complicated means of security during construction. As such, while the architectural plans of the Hawara pyramid were simpler than the one at Dashur, the means used to protect it from looters were much more elaborate. Beyond the use of blind passages and concealed trapdoors, the architects relied on a system of stone slabs, which were slid into place at the end of construction. These massive stone slabs were meant to permanently block the passageways leading to the funerary chambers.
So I guess this is where the Indiana Jones adventures coming into. Essentially I don't want to say the meat, because it's not a meat. Essentially, the idea that those pyramids in Egypt, they had many traps built into them, and yeah, it was duly because they kind of predicted there'll be looters, and sadly that was the case. I mean, by the time the Europeans essentially start uncovering those and try to preserve them, it's been found out essentially 95% of what was found was already looted before, centuries to be precise, like let's say 3rd, 4th centuries already was when it happened, or even before. So by the time in the 18th century, one of the first archaeologists arrived into Egypt to try to uncover the secrets and preserve it, then yeah, it was a couple of centuries too late, I guess, for that, but we do what we can, right?
The kings of the 13th dynasty began building their pyramids at Masguna, south of Dashur, then moved on to Fayum and Abydos. The kings of the 17th dynasty, however, satisfied themselves with crowning their cave tombs with small pyramids of raw brick. The kings of the 18th dynasty gave up the shape of the pyramid as a royal tomb entirely. They chose a mountain with a pyramidal shape in the Valley of Kings and dug their graves there.
Alright, that's actually very interesting, and since they mentioned that, I assume we should be able to see that somewhere, but I failed to find those. But it's quite interesting. I actually didn't know some of the kings from later dynasties didn't even want pyramid. They just simply found a mountain which was kind of shaped in this kind of shape of pyramid, and do that as their dig some caves in there to make it as their tomb. And that was good enough. So I guess that was a lot less work. Let's have a look at the last station.
It was not until the Nubian pharaohs of the 25th dynasty that kings were once again buried under pyramidal tombs. In fact, today, the area of ancient Nubia, modern Sudan, contains a record number of 220 known pyramids to Egypt's 138. Despite their slow decline in use and quality, pyramids continued to fascinate all and sundry up to the Roman era. They remain to this day a symbol of the religious dedication of the pharaohs and the grandeur of ancient Egypt.
Well, absolutely. It's very interesting as well. And they are very beautiful. I mean, it's definitely first time you see them. It doesn't matter if it's real life or not. Like first time I've seen on, I believe it may have been Indiana Jones. It's only I guess now. It's probably too long ago, but it could have been. But you're instantly fascinated by that, and it's like it's just amazing, beautiful. Well, I guess that's what it is. I don't even know right now where we are. Should we go on the top? Try to look around. Maybe we're gonna spot Memphis and kind of we can pinpoint the location. I could also just press the button on the map and see where I am, and then compare it. But you know, why not to try to climb it? We should climb every single pyramid anyway, because why the hell not? And this is gonna give you and me a better perspective actually how tall it was. I mean, we already climbed a lot and we are not up there yet, so may have underestimated it. Okay, we need a different approach. Oh wait, there's a crack on the left side. How tall it actually is. I wish there was always this information provided, because that's something that me personally, I'm fascinated by heights and skyscrapers. So I'm always like thinking in the dimensions of how tall it may be. I will still guess it's... oh no, it can't be 50, that's probably gonna be underestimation. I'll put it at 70. So okay, so I think we're looking at Memphis there, which will put... no, can't be Memphis, can it? It probably can't. Okay, let's hit them up. So, okay, so we're looking at Crocodilopolis and Memphis. Where are you? At least look at how big is the map. I don't want to send marker. Thank you very much. I'm trying to move the map, and oh, it's just to the corners. You see, you can tell I didn't play this for a longer time, so I do assume yeah, Memphis on the top, on the north. So we have moved much more south now. A lot more, yeah. Well, towards Sudan, it kind of makes sense, isn't it? So that's Memphis was very close to essentially Giza, and this is essentially already close to the Great Green Sea, which is which is basically just the Mediterranean. God damn it, I can't even pronounce things. It's breaking my tongue. But yeah, I mean, the game is massive, and there's still more to offer, because as far as I know, there is a way how to get... there's not just this one map. There's more to it. There's 4 of them. And really, just to travel, let's say, on a horse, without all this fast traveling, let's say you just really travel. And let's say you even use a horse, I can guarantee it's gonna take you at least half an hour to get from one corner to the other one, without stopping. And that's just one direction. Now imagine that you can, you know, go not exactly in straight line, but you see something there, you see something there, and there, and you're still traveling kind of towards, let's say, north. It might take you still hour plus, regardless. Like the game doesn't lack the content. I guess that's what I'm trying to say, ultimately, and it's quite beautiful, really. Look at this picture there, absolutely fantastic. So that's probably pretty much all of it from today's episode, and I'll see you guys in the next one.